them try to stop me. Easily.
Okay, this multiplayer is actually a good one to make a video about. So, let's talk the Morgana matchup. Due far, and that's the end of the Morgana matchup. It is unfortunate that I have an Elise for a jungler because we're both magic damage in this respect, and the black shield actually is a bit of a problem. But otherwise, we'll see how it goes.
World to toy with. I will not be restrained.
So, Morgana, there's three things to be mindful of. The binding, the puddle, and her black shield.
More.
With Syndra, you may notice these are all of her regular abilities. The puddle mechanic in mid lane Morgana is used specifically to farm AFK. She is literally the original AFK lane farmer. That is her shtick, that's what she was designed to do.
This power is mine to
So when she starts getting levels in AP in her puddle, you can't really do anything about that. She just drops it and walks away. Like this. The next major thing to be concerned about is the binding from her Q. Linear skill shot, minions can block it. Not too troublesome, but if you do get sniped by it, and her jungler's nearby or she's up in items, she will blow you apart. Because she can drop puddle, walk up and ult you, and then chain CC you until you die.
People fear what they cannot understand.
Bear with me here.
By force of will.
Anyway, yeah. So, puddle farm, Q snare. Ultimate, she has to be in range, but the only reason her ultimate is scary to Syndra is because of the black shield. Morgana's black shield will stop Syndra's knockback and mostly her stun. Unless the damage combo Syndra is doing breaks through Morgana's shield, which if she's ahead or has rushed Negatron Cloak, you may find that you actually cannot break it, and you will be stuck without your stun, CC, while Morgana is ult chaining you. So these are the three main levers you have to kind of worry about and keep in mind when dealing with her.
This power is mine to command.
As far as most combat against Morgana is concerned, you really just want to be able to take care of her shield. So once that's out of the way, you can CC her, and Syndra is particularly good at dealing with Morgana close range ultimate, because, yeah. No good. Bad trade. It's fine though. They're about to get ganked by Kha'Zix, and if he picks up doubles, it'll be really good for him. Okay, they're fine.
By force of will.
Melees did not get put behind, I think.
A whole world to toy with.
So right about here is when you start running to the puddle mechanic Morgana farm, and it's just like, wave clear, wave clear, wave clear. Whoops, missed that one. Warding your side, so watch for her roams, and paying attention to where she's going tends to help the most. She's actually going to go bottom. I can't blind follow her, and she will kill me. Thankfully, they crushed the bot lane fight enough that she got scared and came back. Can't take this ward away from her. Because walking blind to Morgana, Qs you, Ws, Rs, and then you're pretty much dead at that point. Tanky build is something you can try and do, but lacking any innate tank skills, Syndra kind of does have a bit of an issue with the full Morgana combo. Exhaust helps in that regard. That's actually what I have in this matchup. Worth noting, when Morgana does Black Shield and is walking into, if you manage to dodge the Q and she ults you, or whatever, Q and W on Syndra will usually pop the shield unless she's really, really tanky, like a lot of MR for some reason. And then you can eat her away. It may be enough to break the chain in time. If it's not, you'll at least be able to stun her. So that's a good way, typically, dealing with her shield mechanic. Good run from her neck in here.
I am in control. This power is mine.
Yeah, I should have gone the long way around. No, you know that giant mess. Yeah, going the long way around would have been the best way to do that. It's like, oh right, Nautilus's auto attack has a root attached to it, and then I'm chain CC'd, now I'm dead. I'm like, huh, how about that? Skip my mind. So anyway, what usually ends up happening Morgana's in this matchup, or mid lane in general, is she push farms with their W and just roams constantly. It's not uncommon for them to do proto belt and like Moby Boots or whatever, and just get around the map, gank, gank, gank. That's her main strength as a mid laner basically. Is just having really hard CC. This one's doing Aether Wisp for some strange build. I don't actually know what Aether Wisp is even used for in the Morgana build. Hold on. She could be going Ludens, or she's just sitting on it for the move speed. It's a little weird. The bot lane is doing very well, actually. So as long as I just don't choke mid lane and die all the time, we'll be fine.
They cannot understand. A whole world to toy with.
No shield means you'll die.
Force of will.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Let them try to stop.
You're brave. There's no reason to. Yep, overstaying like dummies. Got us killed right there.
This power is mine to command.
Can't help you. Stuns on cooldown.
I can be
So overstaying their Renekton and doing a dumb idea is what cost us kills, and it's gonna lose us the Infernal Dragon, and I can't stay there because I will pretty much die to everyone. So I knew this was a bad idea, and I didn't listen to my gut hard enough. I'm like, yeah, here's the TP flank, and I think we're pretty much screwed in the bot lane part of the map. They're not getting Infernal. Really good for us. That would have put them very far ahead.
a whole world to toy with.
Yep, she's actually going for Ludens. Weird. Probably that's a lot scary to me. Okay.
My potential is limitless.
It does mean like she can spike her damage a lot with Luden's proc, but it's like eh. Kha'Zix is top, free Infernal.
People fear what they cannot understand.
Another thing, dying top and giving us Infernal, good trade in my book. Him not dying and we get Infernal is better, but smash him with the W. So side wards like this, really good. The river is often a contested area. You can also ward inside your jungle, which is called a defensive ward. It doesn't give you as much like total map control, but it does give you security, so it is decent to have. Especially if you can't contest enemy jungles for deep wards, like this one. If I put a ward there that's a deep ward, or an offensive ward at least.
I am in control.
It gives me good vision, but it tends to get cleared a lot. River is like a neutral ward, and then in your jungle is a defensive ward. Defensive wards, if you can't put wards anywhere else, are nice to have. Because it means you have security in your own jungle at the very least. I'm 400 short. I'm gonna stay for it. Which is like 2-wave. What's Syndra's biggest mid counter? It depends on the team comp she's fighting and the players involved. Syndra can win or lose any matchup she goes into. And at worst case, if ultimate play is done, she will just be ground farming. And she goes put very far behind. This is can't fight anymore and is getting shut in her turret and kill all the time, then she's lost, and there's not much you can do about that. There's a lot of matchups that go either way, honestly. Ari is a good example. A lot of Syndra players I know don't like fighting her because they lose to her all the time. It's just like, no, there are ways you can deal with Ari. But that's me. They find her hard, I find her easy. Yasuo, for example, is another popular one. A lot of Syndra players find him difficult to do.
This power is mine.
I find the inability to kill him irritating, but laning against him is actually hard for me. Damien, awesome.
They are nothing to me.
Yeah, decent roam. I'm glad they took up mid lane and guarded it right there. Because that means my roam's not being punished.
Let them try to stop me.
15 plus 8 is what? 2,000, 2,300. 200 more? Big buy.
People fear
This is
they
greedy.
cannot understand.
Let's see what they do.
I am in control.
Chain CC'd to hell. We have literally nowhere else to go on the map except for Rift Herald, and it's not honestly worth breaking our position for it.
Can be so much more. By force of will. Never fall.
Yep, that never works. I'll let him chase it and just recall. What is with this interface lag? It's really weird.
My potential is limitless.
So we're doing quite well, as long as we don't get caught in the chain CC combo of their team. We can probably close this out, because their team is very explosive. It is actually a really good comp. If we get put behind or take a bad fight, they will just like rip the floor out right from underneath us.
Easily.
So being mindful of that's kind of really important right now. Because we're in the lull between like being unstoppable or being able to get punched in the face and they just take our position. If we don't get punched in the face, we'll be fine. What my turn all dead.
A whole world to toy with.
Oh, it's Firefox.
More. I can be so much more. I am in control.
Hex Drinker, not a lot of MR on their team yet. Hex Drinker's a bit of a problem, but not scary. Yeah, I'll make sure you all die before I go down. Ah, wonderful. We have honorary ADC tiers on this video. Don't manage to punch out a lot of damage. Try to fight around. Easy Baron. I'm actually gonna finish off that.
By force of will.
One of the few instances that Syndra's delayed ultimate damage is actually useful is that exhausting her at the start of her ultimate does not actually stop all of it. So, this is how it works. Syndra's ultimate takes about a good 0.75, maybe 1 second or so to fully resolve. So if she ults and you immediately exhaust her, you will in fact catch the entire ultimate. But if she gets exhausted before she ults and she waits, 2 seconds or so or whatever into the exhaust, she can actually pop her ultimate. It'll begin to resolve, and it'll wear off usually after the first sphere, and the rest of the ultimate will do regular damage. So you can actually kind of get around the exhaust problem a little bit better, which is how I managed to kill a carry like that. Was I just held on to basically the end of my life for the exhaust timer to wear off a little bit, and then I just popped them. Because for some reason, Deep L declined to hug the burst mage with Death Slider ultimate. It's quite good. He's got Hex Rank here. I really shouldn't be playing chicken with him right now.
My potential is limitless.
That mechanic can also apply to other champions whose damage is calculated on like per spell dig or whatever. But I know a lot of them a lot of dot-based spells begin the damage. At the start of the cast, so exhausted affects all of the dot ticks, which is that's kind of something you kind of have to note the rules of the spells and how they work, because not all spells are treated equally in that regard. It's a bit of an issue these days. But Syndra's, because her calculates on first sphere that impacts the enemy, her living state is considered. So if you actually fire her ultimate at the start and gets exhausted from there, and then she dies, that means the spheres that land after she dies will not be exhausted. Fun fact. Zed, I believe, actually he has a source of delayed damage, functions the same, as well as all of the dot users actually. Because if the mage or source of the damage is exhausted and dies, the damage should then begin calculating as if the source is not exhausted. It's a really weird mechanical interaction. It's not exactly clean or intuitive, but as far as this video and everyone watching is concerned, Syndra's ultimate checks per sphere. If you fire it at the end of exhaust or near the end of exhaust or she dies, you will bypass most of the damage reduction.